All right, let's talk about something really powerful today. We're going to break down how you can actually turn boredom into a weapon and use the science of a dopamine reset to forge some serious discipline. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You start a new project and you are absolutely on fire. You're full of energy, you're excited, but then a few days, maybe a week later, that magic is just gone. And what's left feels like this impossible, unbearable grind. So what gives? And that feeling, that's what we can call the boredom trap. It's so easy to just chalk it up to laziness. But is that really what's happening? Or is there something much deeper going on inside our own heads? Well, here's the good news, and I want you to really hear this. It is not a character flaw. Feeling that motivation drain away when things get repetitive isn't about being lazy. It is a completely predictable neurological response that's hardwired into your brain. So let's get into the science of it, right? It's time to really understand your brain's dopamine game. We need to figure out why it feels like your own mind is trying to sabotage you the second a task stops being new and exciting. This cycle, this explains everything. See, when you start something new, your brain sees it as this fascinating puzzle. And to solve it, it rewards you with a hit of dopamine. It feels good. But the moment you solve that puzzle and it becomes a routine, that dopamine faucet just shuts off. And suddenly doing the work feels almost painful, and your brain starts screaming for an escape. Any cheap thrill, any distraction to get that dopamine spike back. And this reaction, it actually has a name. It's called escape behavior. It's that moment your brain hijacks your focus and pushes you toward easy entertainment, like, grabbing your phone and just scrolling, to hide from the discomfort of doing the real work. It's a clever little trick your mind plays on you. And here's the paradox. This isn't a sign of weakness. A lot of the time, it's actually a side effect of having a quick, intelligent mind. You figure things out fast, right? And once that novelty is gone, your brain is starved for a new challenge, and that's what creates that intense feeling of boredom. So how do we fight back? How do we break the cycle? We have to execute a hard reset. This is all about taking back control and recalibrating our brain's reward system so that we can start finding that deep satisfaction in actual progress again. Let's just be really blunt about it. Every single time you escape into that digital noise, social media, videos, games, when things get hard, you are literally sedating your own ambition with cheap, easy dopamine. You're actually training your brain to quit when it should be digging in. Okay, so let's talk about the reset process itself. Day one, you just cut it all out. You eliminate the digital noise. Now, I'm not gonna lie, days 2 and 3, they're gonna be tough. Your brain is gonna panic. It's gonna crave that constant, easy stimulation it's used to. But if you can just push through that discomfort, something amazing happens around day 4. Your dopamine baseline starts to heal, and you begin to feel that rewarding chemical kick from making real progress on your goals. So once that baseline is reset, it's time to go on the offensive. This is where we learn not just to tolerate the grind, but to actually weaponize it. We're gonna turn boredom into our single greatest strength. I love this quote because it's the absolute truth. Boredom isn't a signal to stop. It's a filter. That feeling of discomfort, that urge to quit, that is the exact moment that separates you from everyone else who gives up. It's an opportunity. So how do you do it? Simple. You learn to habituate to the suck. You start leaning into the boring, repetitive work instead of running away. You put in the reps when you're tired. You do it even when you're feeling a little sick, and you especially work when you really, really don't feel like it. Every time you do this, you're not just getting work done, you're building mental calluses. And this brings us to the ultimate distinction, the core of this whole thing. The motivated mind, it only works when it feels good. That leaves success completely up to chance. But the disciplined mind, it forges success. It works regardless of how it feels because it relies on systems and habits, not on fleeting moods. So let's bring this all home. The goal here is a complete shift in mindset. We're moving away from chasing that temporary high of motivation to building something permanent, something that is truly forged in the grind. Because here's the reality of it all. True, lasting greatness, it isn't built in those flashy moments of inspiration. It is forged in the quiet, in the solitude of the grind, during those hours when nobody is watching and you make the choice to do the work anyway. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. The next time that spark of motivation fades away, and trust me, it will, the only thing that matters is this. What will your discipline do now?